My question today is, how is what's happening to me right now helping me be better and better than I've ever been before because of this event? I have a much higher appreciation for love. I have a much higher appreciation for myself and my standards, and not lowering my standards ever again. I am seeing myself in my true magnificence as far as my inner strength, and pulling on my boots and doing whatever it takes, whatever is thrown at me, whatever it takes to make the best out of the situation and handle it. Even sometimes with a smile and a laugh, even though when you think you should be crying, you're like, why am I laughing at this? I guess because it's so dramatic that if I didn't laugh, I would be crying, and crying doesn't get you anywhere. What am I learning from this? I see how blessed I am in so many ways, and how unfocused I was for a while, and so wrapped up in, monetary issues and stuff like that, that I lost track of who I am and what's important to me. What am I learning from this? I am very resilient, beyond the little green gumbo man, or what is that guy's name that's green and you pull him apart and he goes back to his original position again. I guess I played with too much Play-Doh this weekend with my granddaughter, and so I've got Play-Doh and Gumbo Man on my mind. What am I learning from this? I'm learning that if I talk about it too much, all it does is stir the pot. It's like putting kerosene on a piece of kindling that has ambers on it. And when I talk about it and I get riled up, it hurts my gut. And my gut says, stop that. My automatic nervous system says, stop that. You don't need to go through all that story again. It is just a story. What am I learning from this? I'm learning that not everyone has that's not actually true. Everyone has the tools it takes to rebound and come back with shining stars and armor when something is thrown at them. What they do with it is the question. Do they make it about themselves? Do they take it for what it is? Someone else did something, but it doesn't necessarily mean anything about them. But do they personalize it and then bring it into their temple and say, oh, this must mean I'm bad. This must mean I'm never going to be in love again. This must mean my girlfriend doesn't love me. This must mean I need to go out and get drunk because this is my solution for feeling so shitty and empty on the inside. I mean, those are things you can do, but I can guarantee you that when you wake up in the morning and your head feels like you swallowed a watermelon, and your brain feels like it's been fried in olive oil, you are not going to have a different result or a different attitude than you had the night before when you were drinking heavy or taking drugs or doing things that you shouldn't have been doing. What I've learned from this is it actually has opened up some doors and some channels on the inside of me that I thought I didn't possess. It has helped me discover and uncover who I really am, and for that I am always grateful. I've also learned, as this is week 2 on my series of 8 weeks, I have down on my progress board what makes me giggle. Do I see the world in black and white or as a rainbow? And I think a few days ago I posted some silly post about walking my dogs who are black and white. There wasn't a rainbow in sight, and I couldn't figure out how to get my silly cell phone to turn around, so I couldn't show you my smiling face. But what made me giggle this weekend was acting like a 3-year-old with my 3-year-old granddaughter. What makes me giggle is when I see the spirit and the youngness of my puppies when they run. Even though they're 7 and 5, they're still a puppy at heart, and no one can ever take that away from them. And when I giggle, sometimes I giggle because I love to watch like Project Runway, because I love the artistic creativity that is exhibited on that program. No matter how outrageous some of the outfits are, I still am astounded by the creativity and the mind that plays vividly, and the rainbow of color and outstanding fun that the artists have as they create the new outfits. The brilliance of the rainbow in the outfits that they create, it's pretty outstanding. I've also learned from this that there is a parallel in money and love. They both reside on a very similar wavelength. And somehow or another there's a ribbon of scarcity that wraps around them. So I used to have a girlfriend, and if you're listening, I'm sure I'll make you giggle, but she had a scarcity issue about toilet paper. She never wanted to have less than 24 rolls of toilet paper in her home at any given time. Because I stayed at her house a bunch of times. We used to go to personal growth weekends together, and we would carpool, and I'd stay at her house just for fun. And I can remember opening up her bathroom closet to get a towel out or something, and my God, she had a lot of toilet paper. She goes, I know, isn't it great? She goes, it makes me feel good when I have at least 24 rolls of toilet paper in my house. And so that kickstarted a conversation with her and I about scarcity. And what I realized is scarcity becomes very familiar to a lot of us, including myself. You can have scarcity in love. You can have scarcity in health. You can have scarcity in toilet paper. You can have scarcity in food. You can have scarcity in money. You can have scarcity in peace and serenity. You can create or manage to find scarcity in a whole lot of different arenas. What you do with the scarcity and how quickly you let the scarcity go in and out of your system so it doesn't become something you dwell on is up to you. So what makes me smile is a whole lot of different things. What makes me giggle is a whole lot of different things. But typically when I'm giggling, it's in my innocence of my 3 to 5-year-old inside of me. When I'm watching my puppies act stupid, when I'm enjoying my grandchildren, when I'm watching my children with their friends and seeing how they interact, my young person on the inside of me is smiling and giggling. So that concludes our second week of the first 8-week series on rediscovering yourself in any situation at any age. So hope you're having a blessed day. Donna Joerling signing out, your life and wealth coach. Amen, sister and brother.